comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
Here's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game. What's this? Smacked.
Welcome aboard to another broadcast. We are coming to you live, day 2 of the Fort Worth Classic. Brownsville, St. Joe getting ready to get things underway. Third game on the schedule for the Bloodhounds, and it is also their first game of the day, one of 2 for St. Joe. And off we go. Getting the scoreboard situated here. Give me 1 second. Brownsville St. Joe in the black uniforms. Hamilton Christian in the white uniforms. There we go. Clock up and running. St. Joe strikes first. And we are off and running. So Brownsville St. Joe going from left to right. Navarro kicks it out to Lucas Cristiano. Cristiano has it at the top, and a whistle. Back on the other end, driving through the lane is Jerry Martinez. And he could now look to complete the three-point play. Hamilton Christian, today's opponent for Brownsville St. Joe. And the Bloodhounds are off to a 7-2 lead. Today's game on the Bloodhound Network, the game originally scheduled for 11:40, but the game before this one took a little longer than expected, so put the game back into a little bit of a delay. But we are off and rolling. Martinez from the volleyball line pulls up, hits the three. And you can tell that the St. Joe squad much rested. Game 2 yesterday, they lost a heartbreaker. They kick it to the outside. Goes up, makes a move. And an and one. Sean Weston completes the three-point play. 5.5 to go in the opening quarter and a 10-5 lead for St. Joe. So Last night we saw Jerry Martinez and Jimmy Novato compete in the three-point shootout. Jimmy lost in the first round. He put up 6 in round 1. It was Jerry Martinez who made it all the way to the finals and finished as the runner-up in the three-point shootout. On the inbound, they feed it inside. Turn around with the right hand, no good. Fighting for the board. And that was Javon Vital, who was battling for that in the middle of the paint. Malachi Evans as well. Sean Weston at the free throw line. Evans makes the first. Misses the second. St. Joe comes down with the rebound. Novato with it. Mikey Rivera in the game. Back into the hands of Lucas Cristiano at the top. Kicks it out to Jimmy. Jimmy moving to his left from the elbow. That shot off the mark. Rebounded by Javon Vital. Kick it out, three-pointer on the way, off the front of the rim, no good. Martinez kicks it out to Rivera. Mikey's layup is up, and it rolls in. St. Joe leads 12-6. 4 minutes and change left here in the opening quarter. On the inbound, they get it to Trey Green. Here comes the press from St. Joe. Waves this one to the top, back into the hands of Green. Green dishes it up to Vital. Vital guarded by Navarro, loses the ball. Diego de la Cruz is back in the game. Well, in fact, he's in the game for the first time this morning. Martinez has it. Working around the screen, has a clean shot off the front of the rim, rebounded by Vital, and back they come on the other end. And that's another 2 for Hamilton. And they're in the white jerseys out of the state of Louisiana, our neighboring state. They made the trip out here to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Halltom Middle School. The site for Brownsville St. Joe both yesterday and today. Navarro inbounds it to Martinez. And Martinez loses it. Vital driving, kicks it out into the lane. Wide open 3. That shot no good from Trey Green. Offensive board. They dish it inside of the big man, but a whistle. But they're going to call a travel. Vital coming back, 12-8. And they're going to call a carry. So you have a travel and a carry on back-to-back possessions. That 3's on the way, and you can count it. A.J. Garza from downtown, and that's a 3 ball. St. Joe extends their lead. Hamilton trying to answer back with a three of their own. Bryson Colbert's shot off the mark. Ethan Gallegos in the game for St. Joe. A little over 2 minutes to go. Vital has it. It's a turnover in the paint. That one goes off of Vital, and it'll be St. Joe ball. And Jimmy Navarro will be ready to inbound it. So De La Cruz, Navarro, Gallegos, Martinez, and Garza all in the game for head coach Sammy Lucio and the Bloodhounds. Javon Vital now pushing it up, guarded at half court by Navarro behind the back move. Trying to find a lane, working around a screen. Vital loses it, picked up by Garza, back over to Martinez, who's weaving his way through the defense. Inside the paint, beautiful move by Jerry Martinez. Here comes the press from St. Joe. They're up by 9, their biggest lead of the ball game by far. Bryson Colbert handling the ball. Dishes it up to Trey Green. Green back over to Colbert. Colbert a jumper. That shot no good. Garza comes down with a rebound under a minute to go here in the first quarter. 17-8. Brownsville St. Joe leading in their third game. Floater from Martinez, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and gets fouled. St. Joe went 1-1 yesterday. They lost to Trinity at the buzzer. St. Joe trailed by as many as 10, but managed to come back in that game. In their first game, they beat Lake Country 73-40. Martinez' bucket is good. 10-point lead. And Jerry makes them both. Final seconds here in the first quarter. Let the clock run down to 29. That's where it will stop officially. Bryson Colbert will inbound. Strong move inside from their big man. That was Sean Weston. Weston gets fouled, and he'll go to the line. 19-9 the score. Final seconds. Martinez has it. St. Joe gonna hold for the last shot. Martinez has had a good first quarter. Nice step inside, high off the glass, no good. Strong rebound from Colbert. Put the ball back into the hands of St. Joe, and Jerry Martinez hits the shot and one. There's gonna be 2 seconds. We'll get you that replay right after. Martinez looking to attempt the three-point play. And he does. And that will take us to the second quarter. Let's look at that last and one there from Martinez. On the instant replay, made the nice move inside. Ball somehow fell back into his hands. And the and one when we come back, second quarter on the Bloodhound Network.
Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Take a ride, or ride a wave, build a castle, or visit a castle. Morning stroll, or nighttime roll. That's as hard as it gets at South Padre Island. Voted Texas Travel Awards Destination of the Year. Plan your escape at sopadre.com.
Welcome back as we get set for the start of the second quarter. Jimmy Navarro will inbound it for St. Joe. Martinez has it. Back out to Navarro. Mikey Rivera in the game for St. Joe, along with Bernie Garza back in the game. And a nice move inside from Navarro. St. Joe running away with this one early on the press. Easy two. And it's 26-9 St. Joe. Right now, they do not have an answer for the press. That is Hamilton. Deep three on the way. Shots up and no good. Offensive board. Second chance point. Just off the mark, and that was Trey Green. And Hamilton is in double digits. So St. Joe, it's pretty impressive for the Bloodhounds to have only given up single digits through one quarter. Their defense, one thing that Coach Sammy Lucio was excited to see from the start of the tournament till now, their defense has definitely began to impress. They're starting to find their rhythm as well. Just under 7 to go in the first half. Green gives that one up inside. They found Bryson Colbert. He gets fouled. Substitution time. Dylan Zachary will check into the game. Now Hamilton coming with a full court press. St. Joe going to try and break it. Novato swings it out to Mikey Garza. That floater off the mark. They kick it out to Colbert. Colbert back over to Vital. Vital swings it over to his right. Back at the top. Into the hands of Bryson Colbert. Colbert dishes it inside. Colbert back into his hands. Makes a move. That's a travel. That one knocked away. Jason Vital coming back on the other end, lays it up and in, so Vital gets the steal and he gets the layup. Timeout on the court. We'll take a timeout up here. You're watching the Bloodhound Network. 26-14. St. Joe with the lead when we come back.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
Six minutes to go here in the first half. Brownsville St. Joe, their third game of the Fort Worth Classic. I said tournament earlier. It's in fact a showcase. 4 games guaranteed, 2 yesterday, 2 today, along with the perk of 2 Bloodhounds participating in the 3-point contest. That was Jimmy Navarro and Jerry Martinez. Jimmy bowed out in the first round. It was Jerry who put on quite the show and made it all the way to the finals and finished as a runner-up. See, Jerry hit 10 in his first go-around. And then he hit 14 in the semis, and then he also hit 14 in the finals, only to be outdone by Aiden Schuer, who hit 17 in the finals. Either way, heck of a performance from Martinez. And all of a sudden, this is just a 6-point game. Hamilton has put together quite the second quarter very quietly here. St. Joe most certainly was in control of this game in the first period. And now here in the second, Hamilton has made it all that much closer. They trail by 6. Trey Green to inbound. Jason Vital has it. And Martinez comes up with a steal and an easy layup and a much needed bucket there for St. Joe. Jason Vital now slowing down the pace for Hamilton. Hamilton coming in from the state of Louisiana. Good drive, kicks it out, wide open 3. That shot way off the mark. That was Trey Green. Novato coming back with it for the Bloodhounds. Trying to cross his man over. Inside to De La Cruz. De La Cruz puts it up. And Diego de la Cruz will go to the free throw line. De la Cruz misses the first free throw. Misses them both. 8-point lead for St. Joe with just under 4 to go. Vidal thought about the three, got it back out to Colbert. Colbert swings it over to Humphrey. Down the baseline. Good possession here from Hamilton Christian. Bryson Colbert at the free throw line. Gallegos back in the game. Martinez pulls the trigger and hits the three. Back to an 11-point lead for St. Joe. Shot from the baseline, a long two. Martinez again pushing it up, finds De La Cruz inside, and a good pass from Jerry Martinez to the big man, Diego De La Cruz. Good communication there from the senior to the sophomore. Back on the replay, Martinez just quickly pushed it up and a good look to De La Cruz. 33-22. Clock is at 2:31 here in the second. Hamilton now bringing the double on Martinez. That's a wide open shot for Lucas Cristiano, and he hits the three. So they double up Jerry, and then they find Lucas wide open for the tray. Javon Vidal driving, kicks it. Jumper no good. That was Malachi Evans fighting for that rebound. Martinez kicks it out, wide open look. Colbert coming back, lays it up. Evans with a rebound. That shot won't go, and another rebound. And De La Cruz comes down with it. Minute and a half to go. Martinez stops, fires up a three. That one's good. That shot's no good. Jimmy now pushing it back up. Drives and a whistle, and that's a travel. Timeout on the court. We'll take a timeout up here on the Bloodhound Network. St. Joe leads 39-22, almost a halftime.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
Welcome back. Just a little over a minute to go. Brownsville St. Joe taking on Hamilton. Game 1 of 2, and then game 3 of 4 for the Bloodhounds. Much credit to Hamilton in this second quarter. They played much better, but every time Hamilton makes a run, St. Joe is able to answer. This game is physical. For sure, the most physical St. Joe has played. And they have a 39-22 lead. Martinez hits the first. And Jerry makes them both. Hop step inside. Well, that's, I'm going to call that a travel. And now Martinez coming back with it at midcourt. We've seen St. Joe elect to hold for the last shot. I imagine that's what they'll look to do here. 12 seconds, trying to work around the screen from De La Cruz. Martinez right now just trying to create some separation. He'll stop, take it himself, moves to his left. That three won't go. Shot at the buzzer. That one won't go. St. Joe had 2 shots to score the half's last points. Either way, St. Joe leads 41-22, halftime. Coming from Fort Worth when we come back, highlights and the second half on the Bloodhound Network.
Escucha. Prontísimo. Flexible.
Insurance for all your
Barato.
You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing near you? Hello?
Accesible.
I'm out.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
Sunny days or starry nights. Lay back or splash down. Brunch, lunch, or late night munch. That's as hard as it gets at South Padre Island. Voted Texas Travel Awards Destination of the Year. Plan your escape at sopadre.com.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
Off the mark, but Martinez came up with a steal and quickly pushed it down court. Now Trinity Christian trying to answer. Deep two off the back of the rim. Martinez again with a board. Passes up back up to Cristiano. He stops, fires up a three. Back-to-back threes from the Bloodhounds.
Well, that'll close the gap. I got to tell you, I'm really impressed with number 35. He's a senior for Trinity. He's the man responsible for dunking that ball in the first period. Offense has been kind of going through him, but there's a three from another leading the Bloodhounds to an 8-3 football season and already becoming a productive member of the basketball squad.
Martinez fires away.
That's something that head coach Lee.
That three-pointer just off the mark. Martinez with a board, pushing
Really?
it back up to Bernie. He puts it up and in. St. Joe takes the lead by 2.
Really proud of the effort.
Over to Martinez, 32-30. Martinez driving, kicks it out to Navarro down the baseline. That ball picked away by Watson. Pushing it back up, loose ball. Navarro tracks it down, 2-on-1. Bounce pass off the glass.
Extra pass did us a lot of justice there.
Bucket from Lucas Cristiano. Navarro with a rebound. St. Joe going to push the pace. Navarro driving inside the paint. Pivots, puts it up, and a nice move.
It all started with his defensive rebound. To the baseline to Lucas. It's a turnover. Don't want to shoot yourself in the foot like that against teams like this.
That three up and good. Trinity Christian takes a 1-point lead. Navarro pulls up a three. That one won't go. Had a good look. St. Joe leads by 1. Watson has it. Good bounce pass inside. Wide open three. Shots on the way. Buries it home.
It's a good possession for Trinity there, making the extra pass.
They've had a few of those throughout the game. And it is a 1-point lead for St. Joe. Navarro driving. Puts it up. That one's blocked.
But guess who?
Kyrian Elliott, the big man inside.
Fast.
Cristiano puts up a 3 off the front of the rim. Elliott now pushing it back up. Good move inside by
Great
Elliott. And a 2-point lead for Trinity Christian. 3-point attempt from Martinez, no good. Lofts it up on the second pass. Elliott makes the bucket, and it is a 4-point lead. Navarro banks one home.
Thanksgiving week, and the banks are open.
Contest. De La Cruz using that big body, gets inside, can't capitalize on the bucket. Pushing it on the other end, layup is up and good. Gallegos with it, gives it up to Martinez.
Trinity's really tightened up their defense on that possession, forcing the long passes across the court. Elliott with another outstanding take. Created some high expectations for all the programs, basketball included.
Good look inside. I don't think St. Joe was ready for that one. Put together a couple of buckets. Time running out on the Bloodhounds.
Got to have a sense of urgency, but not at the detriment of your half-court set.
And that could spark it.
Looks like they're spreading the court, trying to create a one-on-one isolation.
Martinez from way downtown, Jerry Martinez.
He likes
a kick return for a touchdown or a blocked field goal or a couple of interceptions. I'd appreciate that.
Arizona's going to need all the help they can get, for Kyler Murray won't be playing tonight again. Texas's very own Colt McCoy will get the start. That's a big bucket to tie. They're still spirited and tied with 15 seconds left. Let's see how this one closes out, Kevin.
Start of the second half, 41-22. St. Joe has the lead in the black uniforms, Hamilton in the white. Thanks for joining us on the Bloodhound Network. Thanksgiving just a couple days away. So it's Turkey Week, which also means there's still some football to be played in the RGV. Three-point play good, 41-25. So St. Joe coming back on the other end and back by popular demand. Coach Jason Starkey.
I don't know about popular demand. As Bloodhounds launch another three by Bernie in this case, and it's good. Yeah, I talked to Dad yesterday. He said, 2 things I'll say about your commentating, son. First, couldn't hear you, so check my audio, Kevin. But what I could hear, it sounds like you don't know much about basketball. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate the shout-out.
Well, there you go.
Kevin, really proud of the way that the Bloodhounds came out and played that first half. I think Coach Lucio did a great job of neutralizing the length on this team. In that second period, the big boys were on the bench more than they were on the court. And as we saw yesterday with this team, they liked both of them in the starting lineup. They didn't start the game that way. They didn't play the first half that way, but they started the second half with the length. Let's see how that plays out.
And it's been easily the most physical game they've played thus far. Definitely a team with a lot, the size. You know, definitely the biggest team also they've had to play through the first 3 games. So Jimmy will inbound it. Martinez has it. St. Joe now going from right to left to the opposite basket. Martinez trying to make it move, guarded at the top, one-on-one. Kicks it out to the corner. That one's knocked away. Garza almost came down with it. Back on the other end is Vital. Back over to Colbert. Good look inside of their height, their big man. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in.
Yeah, I would think coach from the opposing team really wants to work that paint a lot more and use their length to their advantage. St. Joe, on the other hand, wants to spread out the court, make them defend the entire court as they continue to push the tempo. 3 good, that's 5-point swing.
.44-30 now the score. That last 3 from Garrett Humphrey.
Looks like we got a push off.
Timeout on the court. We'll take a timeout up here when we come back on the Bloodhound Network.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy 1 barbacoa taco and get 1 free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
Welcome back. After the timeout, Novato's 3 won't go, and it'll be Hamilton ball.
They got a push off on Mikey DeVette as he tries to work for the real estate down in the paint. He's only given up about 3 feet, I believe, to the man from Hamilton. But you can't measure a young man's heart. And Bloodhounds are playing with a lot of that today. As they continue to get position on the defensive boards. Even though that hit the top of the backboard, I think we were in position to get another defensive rebound.
Bernie has it, gets it back out to Jimmy, back over to Garza. Interesting conversation with Bernie yesterday. He said, I've been struggling, with my shooting. Actually, we talked about it yesterday on the show we had. I don't know if you caught that. We were on the 2nd floor of the Omni back at the hotel. We had a little show with some of the guys, and Bernie said, I've been struggling with my shooting, and from here on out, it's just really going back to fundamentals to work on my shooting. That was one thing that Bernie brought up yesterday. That two's good. A lot like a hitter in baseball. They're in a slump.
Yeah, that logic actually applies across the board in any sport. Anytime you struggle in a certain area, fundamentals has got to be the thing that you got to revisit. And as you revisit your fundamentals, what you hope will happen as a coach is they'll quit thinking about it. Because if he's thinking about missing, chances are he's going to continue to struggle from the arc. But you always want your shooters to shoot as Hamilton picks up another defensive rebound of their own, and they travel. Coach Lucio and I were talking yesterday, and I posed the question, how are we going to neutralize the length of this team from Louisiana we're facing off tomorrow morning? And you know what? I was so happy with his answer because he just wanted to be who they are. He wanted to dance with the ones that brought him. And the ones that got us here and are going to get us through is our guard play. And so his answer to that question was, we're going to try to neutralize their length by neutralizing their guards. I want to give a shout out to J.J. Henry, Fort Worth's own J.J. Henry. Sitting in front of me right now, good friend of mine. Been living in this area since he graduated from TCU. He's been to PGA for 23 years, but he loves the game of basketball, and he's excited to come out and root for the Bloodhounds. He also supports the Bloodhounds. We love you, JJ. Thanks for your contributions, and thanks for being here today. Might talk him into getting on the headsets. Get lucky here in a minute. He'll definitely know the game better than I will, for he played it at a high level in Connecticut.
Well, that was a big bucket there from St. Joe. You know, Hamilton had just made it a 10-point game.
Game's really been a series of runs. You know, the Hounds got a really good run there to end the first half, and now Hamilton found themselves a nice little run. So I agree. Trying to stop that bleeding and create our own run is going to be important here. Let's see how we do it on this possession.
Jimmy's got it. Moves to his left.
Looking for the big boy from Monterey on the switch there.
They find Jimmy in the corner. He pumps, makes a nice move. Good look inside. So Cristiano.
3 seconds. For a while in the first half, I forgot that they knew that was a call. I think Hamilton was camping out in that paint a lot. But here we are with the first 3-second call going against the Bloodhounds.
Now back comes Hamilton. Garrett Humphrey gets it inside.
Really proud of the way we're trying to deny the ball to paint with our much smaller players than Lucas Cristiano. Walking call seems to be a common one on that side of the court. There's another one. See if we can take advantage of the turnover.
Jimmy gets it out to Jerry. That shot well off the mark. Jerry's been awfully quiet here in this third period. Under 2 minutes to go. Still plenty of time for Hamilton to piece together a comeback. AJ Garza coming back up, gets it back out to Navarro.
As we continue to watch this side of the court, looks like they're boxing defensively our Jerry Martinez, which is their way of attempting to take two out of our offense and making us beat them with someone else. Let's see what we do in this timeout to create an opportunity for another teammate of Jerry Martinez.
When we come back, 10-point game from Fort Worth on the Bloodhound Network.
Records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
The Rio Grande Valley Birding Festival will be held at the Harlingen Convention Center November 9th through the 13th. Registration open for over 100 field trips, seminars, and special events. Entry into the trade show, Birds of Prey flight shows, and Children's Nature Nuke are free. Come join us. Visit RGB.
Welcome back. 10-point lead for Brownsville St. Joe. Good look inside to Diego de la Cruz. Under 2 minutes to go. Here in the third, Humphrey has it. Three-pointer on the way. Big shot for Hamilton, no good. Jimmy tracking it down to De La Cruz. Back over to Martinez. Martinez with the left hand, driving. Puts it up with a right. That one blocked away. Ethan Gallegos spots up a wide open three. That shot's off the mark.
Anytime we can force them to shoot three-pointers on the offensive side, we're looking good defensively. But I think what they're trying to do to us on our side of the court is a box and one. So they look like they got a man accounted for Jerry. He's going to follow him around the court to try to neutralize his presence in our offensive possessions. The other four defenders, they're playing their variation of a zone. Seems to be pretty effective change-up the Hamilton coach has administered in this second half as a timeout and play. Don't know what's going on here. I think it's a wardrobe malfunction. I don't know. Are we tucked in? Are we tucked out? A lot of confusion going on that side as we quickly change clothes and come back to play.
That three-pointer is good. Javon Vital.
Kevin, who's number 3 for the Hamilton team?
It's Bryson Colbert.
Bryson Colbert's the one entrusted with defending Jerry Martinez. Looks like Coach Lucio's recognized that as we're trying to possibly throw a screen his way. Another take in the midst of a lot of traffic. That's when the other zone players are closing in when he comes into the paint.
So it's basically you get your best defender. It's like a quarterback spy, you can say.
Absolutely. The quarterback spy would be a great comparison. What we do defensively with an athletic quarterback is allocate one person on the defense to kind of go where he goes, and that's what they've done defensively to us. So far, we haven't really answered it.
Hamilton will have the last shot.
Maybe. As Jimmy contests that, doesn't get it off in time.
So we head to the fourth quarter. Brownsville St. Joe leads 47-39. When we come back, don't go anywhere. You're watching the Bloodhound Network.
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard, call today 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. Kevin Aro alongside Coach Jason Starkey in a 47-39 St. Joe lead as we start the fourth. Hamilton Christian, hailing from our neighboring state of Louisiana, taking on the Brownsville St. Joe Bloodhounds. You're watching it on the Bloodhound Network.
We'll take the foul. I got to tell you, if you'd have told me yesterday we'd be up by 8 going into the fourth period, I'd have taken it all day long with this team and its athleticism. Really proud of the way the Bloodhounds have showed up this morning. But we got to work on being better finishers and close out games. I think we saw that we can improve in that area in our second contest yesterday as we fell short of a nail biter with a tip in the last second. So let's see how we've adjusted and hopefully grown from that experience.
Yeah, last night the guys went back and watched the film on that, and it was a tough way to end it. Jimmy uncharacteristically has missed 2 in a row.
At the end of the day, Kevin, they're still kids.
Right, yep.
It's hard to tell what's going on between the ears with anybody on this court right now, but here we are with a great ball game, 8-point difference in the contest. A lot of fun basketball at the Fort Worth Classic. You can see the momentum slightly changing here, Kevin. Looks like Hamilton's found a little life as they continue to keep their 2 bigs on the court.
39-47. Bryson Colbert passes it up. Colbert, how about that move?
Colbert really turns out to look like a young man that the coach from Hamilton trusts, both on the defensive side and the offensive side, as he pretty much generates that possession all by himself. Now the young man with the ball is the one the Bloodhounds trust, Jerry Martinez. So he continues to pass it around to Jim, see if we can create and facilitate a quality shot.
That shot got tipped. D.D. Vital was the man who put a finger on it.
You know, when you're 6'10", you don't really have to close out that fast, and you can still get a tip on a three-point attempt.
So both Vital and Malachi Evans are their two bigs. Evans wearing the number 1 and Vital wearing the number 21. So they have certainly made their adjustments here in the second half, and they're using their length to their advantage.
Their ball skill still isn't there, Kevin, and I think that's an area that we can continue to take advantage of.
Right. 6.5 to go. 47-41, St. Joe. Novato to inbound.
As one of the bigs comes off for Hamilton, we continue to play little small balls. We took De La Cruz off the court. So it looks like when we bring on Diego, they want to bring on both their bigs.
How about that move from Jimmy?
I like this lineup for the Bloodhounds. I hope Coach Lucio stays small and doesn't try to match size with size. I think we really have an advantage with this much speed and ball handling on the court. Looks like a travel on their side. Really don't know what that call is, to be honest, Kevin, but we get the ball.
Yeah, they're going to call a carry.
Sure, he was scratching his side. I guess that's the signal for carry. Bloodhounds take advantage of yet another turnover as teams in the Fort Worth Classic still look young for its early in the season for 2022. Important basket by the Bloodhounds.
A very important one from Jerry.
The moans from the crowd make you want to believe that was a phantom call, but yet it went Hamilton's way as they inbound from the side.
We'll try and get Sammy Lucio on here on the post game. Definitely want to hear what he's going to have to say.
Coach from Hamilton's pretty spirited as he's coaching his team. Apparently he didn't like what he just saw. As Bloodhounds sub in big Diego De La Garza. Let's see if they respond with their other big. Free throw just off, but got an offensive rebound.
Six-point game.
Possible extra step in that take to the basket. 4-point on that trip to the offensive side of the court for Hamilton. Let's see how the Bloodhounds respond.
Gallegos wide open shot, lets it fly. That one won't go. De La Cruz can't get the board. Back
Looks like
comes
a walk.
Hamilton.
Got away with one there, I think, Kevin. A little frustration out of Diego. Tends to be the case when you got a left tackle on the basketball court. Doing what he can to contribute to the Bloodhounds in the paint. Again, the Bloodhounds had a really good football season and have recently instilled a handful of contributors to the basketball team. They've only been together less than 10 days. And when you consider that, I think the continuity of this basketball team as it grows in front of us, Kevin, is definitely something that should bring some encouragement to Bloodhound Nation.
Well, 3 of the 5 were playing football just a week and a half ago with Lucas, Ethan, and Diego.
Yeah, school with enrollment, only 350 kids. We got to use every boy on campus, and the basketball team does just that. And keep in mind, one of our starters, Will Hanley, is not able to make it. Great take by Jerry Martinez as he selflessly gets the ball to big Diego De La Cruz, who then converts off the glass to raise the spread to 7 points for the Bloodhounds.
It's a big basket there. Now trying to weather the storm from Hamilton.
In a game like this, they're all big baskets with 4 minutes left as another whistle blows.
Bryson Colbert at the free throw line.
This is an impressive young man for the Hamilton Basketball Club. He does really a good job on the defensive side and the offense in creating baskets for his team. The amount of energy he's expending defensively and guarding Jerry Martinez, you can start to see it take a toll on the young man. Be interesting to see how he finishes in the closing minutes of this game.
Did you catch that, who they called that foul on?
I did not.
Okay. When we come back, 4.5 left. St. Joe leads 53-46.
And it went like.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I know I'll tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto.